Good
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. 14-15 तो हो गया, बहुत है. So once again, good morning, students.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Pleasant, without rain, little bit sunshine. In our previous class, actually we were discussing about the economic activities by men and women. So economic activities can be divided into 3 categories. First one is primary category, secondary,
Tertiary.
and tertiary. These were the 3 sectors of economic activity. So primary sector, it includes agricultural works, forestry, animal husbandry, fishing, and different type of activities from where we can take out the product directly, either from the agricultural activity, we get crops directly, in fishing, in animal husbandry, or mining also. These are the examples of primary sector of economic activity. In secondary sector, manufacturing sector comes under secondary sector. The processing work, all the processing work are known as or comes under secondary sector. And in third one, that is all the service sector. All service sector like banking, education, health sector, insurance sector, they all comes under tertiary sector. So the activities in this sector results in the production of goods and services. Due to the production and services, this sector is very active in these days, especially service sector. Before that, we will talk about primary sector. It is also known as agricultural sector, and in secondary sector, which is related to mining, so it is also known as industrial sector. But now in these days, the third sector is very important for our day-to-day, all the works. Now we are getting all the services at our doorsteps. Even you know that at present, the home delivery, do you know that is? Home delivery, everyone is ready to provide you the service at your door. These are the services we are getting from different segments, this sector. So it is very important actually in these days. And it gives everyone trying, everyone, all the companies, they wants to provide their service best, just to attract customer. That is their motto. Why they are providing such type of services? Because they want to concentrate, they want to take the concentration of the customers, so that they can earn money, because it is also one of the economic activity. And we know that economic activity means to earn money. Earning money is the main role in these sectors. That is about these sectors. Two more parts of economic sector are there. One is market sector and second one is non-market sector, or means market activity or non-market activity. The activity comes under market is just they work for the profit or loss. Actually, their motto is to earn money. So this activity, this sector, market sector, is just for profit, but sometimes it may be there are chances they also faces the loss in some cases. So market sector, it is based on completely, that is they works for the profit. Now we can discuss something more about this type of activities. Just we are at the topic that economic activity by men and women. Now it is a very important point. It is a historical reason. Do you know? Historical reason. Or we can say also the cultural reason. That the works are divided between men and women. It is believed, we used to face every day, that these specific works are for women and these works are for men. From the history we can see this type of work division. All the household works are done by the woman, from cooking, washing, and just to look after the family members, their wards, all these type of works. Few examples is given: cleaning utensils, washes clothes of their children, cleans the house, and every work. Our society has divided such type of work especially for women. They believe that these works are associated with women, and men, they used to do the outside external work outside the home. Those works are made for men section. So the question is that men can't do the works which women are doing, or women can't go outside the house to perform the works which men are doing. Now in this fast moving world, we can't actually now divide this type of works, that this particular work is for men and women. It is a traditional stereotype of things we are following. So we should come out from this type of thinkings, that this work is for women and this type of work is for men. All are equal at that time. At present time, we can't discriminate between men and women. The women are also showing their ability to do all the works whatever men do. So it is a bad practice of the society that this work is for men and that work for men. As the one of the example is given in your book, that Geeta, mother of Vilas. Please don't discuss with us. Mute your audio. Chandan Kumar. Geeta, mother of Vilas, earned an income by selling fish. Thus, women are paid for their work when they enter in the labor market. Means she is earning money. See, that is her profession. She is involved in that work. She is involved in the economic activity just to earn money. In so many fields we can see such type of things. Their earning like that of their male counterpart is determined on the basis of education and skill. Now, education helps individual to make better use of the economic opportunities available before him. Then also, the education sector is open for men and women. Everyone can get the education free. There is no foundation that may for men and women. But little bit more thing is there, that the women, the ladies, the female, while doing the same work equivalent to male, but they are getting less wages in comparison to male. That is wrong thing, but it is practiced in our society. Either it is in the high sector, in the sports sector, or in the ground level as the laborers. For example, you can move in your locality and you will find out that the wages paid to a male labor and female labor, certainly you will find out that there is a difference. There is a difference. So why so? Lot of time I used to give example in the export sector also. The both section, women and men, they are playing for the country or the state. But when we compare about their facilities, we will notice that there is a difference. A lot of difference you can find out. So these are the bad things which are practiced in our society. Education and skill are the major determinants of the earning of any individual in the market. Women are paid low compared to men, just given in the book also the same thing. Most women work where security is not there. Various activities relating to legal production is major. Employment in this sector is characterized by irregular and low income, and in this sector there is an absence of basic facilities like maternity leave, child care, and other social security system. These are also very essential for a woman worker. However, women with high education and skill formation are paid at par with the men in few sectors. In few public sector jobs, you will not find out any difference in the wages or payment of difference between men and women. Among the organized, actually it is called organized sector. I hope you know there are two sectors also. One is called organized and second one is called unorganized sector. In organized sector, everyone gets equal facility. Either it is men or women. There is no difference between men and female in organized sector. Organized sector, you can say what is organized sector? It is also known as public sector, or we can say government sector. Not all, few private sector, few industries or few organization also comes under organized sector. And in this sector, the people are safe. secure. Their futures are secure. They get different type of benefits in this sector, like leave with pay. Just we shown in the book, the maternity leave or casual leave. They get different type of things in this sector. So it is a safe side actually for men and women, either it is men or women. Now we will move towards the unorganized sector. Here it provides the employment to people, but it is not a safe sector. In this sector, their works are not regular. It may be people can get jobs for a few days. There is no security of job in this sector. So that is known as organized and unorganized sector. Now in these days, the women are also joined in administration services also. Not only administration, in other services also, that need high levels of scientific and technological competition. So this we can discuss in the classes also, that do you face any discrimination between girl and boy in your class? If you will ask your classmates what are their motto, what they want to become, what are their goals, now in these days you will find out everyone, either it is boy or girl, male or female, men or women, everyone wants to get a very good job, especially in a organized sector. Now next point we will read about the quality of population. The quality of population depends on, first, quality of population. Quality lays in literacy rate. Literacy rate. Again, come on, mute your sound, mute your audio, otherwise I will remove you. You are not here for the gossiping. So the quality of population, it depends upon the literacy rate, the next one, the health sector, healthy health of a person. These 2 points, 2 features indicates by life expectancy and skill formation acquired by the people of the country. The quality of the population ultimately decides the growth rate of the country. Growth rate means what type of growth rate? That is economic. We are always talking about economic growth rate. Economic growth rate. Literate and healthy population. If the population are literate and they have a very good health, they are not suffers with any type of disease, then that population comes under acid. Here we can say This population is the asset for our country. First, again, look the book. The education with the example is given in your book. That Shakal's education is in the initial years of his life, bore him the fruits in the later years, and in terms of a good job and salary. That is the result. Now, after being educated, literate, now his future is completely safe. His economic condition is very sound. He can afford medical facilities and all the modern facilities. That is the given. Now we saw education was an important input for the growth of Sakal. First, the education sector, and you are getting whatever is investing, your parents are investing on you, that is called input. That is known as input. They are giving you all the facilities. Education system, they are looking for your good health, and whatever the requirement is there for an individual. Everyone's parents always tries to give all the facilities to their ward. And these things, these investments are called input. And after few years, they wishes the output. Whatever you will earn, whatever service you will provide for the country or for yourself, that will be output. That is output. As in the agricultural sector, at first, the farmers, they gives all the things, seeds, irrigation facility, and all the works. Those comes under input. And at the time of harvest, when the product comes out, when the crops are ready, that is their output. So students, you just remember that. Don't forget. Keep it always in your mind that whatever your parents are investing in your education sector, health sector, that is input. And finally, they are expecting some output from your side. So keep it in your mind and continue your studies very seriously. Now, it opened new horizon for him of Sakal, provided new aspiration and developed value of life. Not only for Sakal, education contributes towards the growth of society also. It enhances the national income, because from an individual, it becomes society and then for the country. So everyone's contribution is very, very important for the economic growth of the country. Either he is a businessman, any type of business he is doing, there is little bit contribution of everyone just to improve the economic growth of the country. As you know, in previous 60 days, the world and the country was facing a completely lockdown, means all the works were stopped. And the economic growth at present, due to that, economic growth of the country is almost about zero. Why? Because the economic activities were completely stopped. The production sector or selling sector, all the sectors were completely blocked. That is the reason the growth, economic growth of the country was also stopped. So from one individual, then one family, then society, then state, and then for the country, everyone's contribution is very essential for the growth of economic growth actually for the country, and then the people can become an asset. Then we can call people or population asset. Next line, in there is a provision made for providing universal access, retention and quality in elementary education, with a special emphasis on girls. Especially, the government is focusing just to educate girl child also. And for that, the government also started few programs for the girls like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Why? Just to upliftment of women section also, because 50% of the population of the country are women. So for the economic growth of the country, their contribution is also very essential. That's why the government is launching different type of programs for them. Few examples are given here. There is also an establishment of pace setting of schools like Navodaya Vidyalaya in each district. Vocational streams have been developed to equip large number of high school students with occupation related to knowledge and skill development, so that they can do their own job, they can create their own job, and they can earn their livelihood by doing those type of works. So skill development program is also one of the programs launched by the government just to remove the unemployment and to make the people self-dependent. The plan outlay on education has increased from, look the data, 151 crore in the first plan to rupees today, that is 3,766 crore in the 11th plan. 11th plan here means 5-year plan. The government makes a plan for the next coming 5 years, that where they will invest the money, in which sector they are going to invest money, which sector is very important. So after that they decides, they makes a plans and they decides that which sector should be uplifted, and according to that they makes the plans for next 5 years. So under that plan, in education sector, the government is investing now about 3,766.90 crore rupees. You may ask, where this huge amount government is investing? It is very simple. Yeah, today you can find out the government schools in almost all the villages of our country. And for the poor children, they provide free education. Not only that, the government also स्टार्ट कैसे करना होगा? अच्छा कर लेंगे वहीं से स्टार्ट. So that the government is also provides the dresses, school uniform, the midday meal, the books free of cost, and lot of things just just to make the country educated. Maximum point. That is the amount the government invests. Now at the top you can see in the box the national education policy that is given there, that human being is a positive asset. Look at that point. And a precious national resource which needs to be cherished, nurtured, and developed with tenderness and care. Each individual's growth presents a different range of problems and requirement. The catalytic action of education in this complex and dynamic growth process needs to be planned meticulously and executed with great sensitivity. In the graph, you just notice there, students' literacy rate in India from 1951 till 211. The graph you can easily see there. In 1950, the male and female. It is in your book also about, and it is the source of this graph is from Economic Survey 2015 and 16. The male and female, the ratio you can give always where it is large, now it is decreasing. So you can solve the questions mentioned there. That let's discuss, study the graph and answer the following questions. First question is there, has the literacy rate of the population increased since 51? With the graph you can easily see that yes it is. From 51 now it is at 2011. Too much increase is there. Second question, in which year India has the highest literacy rate? Certainly it is 2011. Third question is there, which literacy rate is high among the males of India? The big one, large one is male and that one is female. Why are women less educated than men? The logic can be different. That stereotype of mentality of Indians. It is the simple mentality that they feels that the girl child or woman, they are liability. They are good for nothing. They are just born for to do the work, household work. Why after the higher education, certainly they will get married. Lot of reasons are there that why are women less educated than man. And fifth one question, how would you calculate literacy rate in India? You can get the present data from your net. You will find out the ratio, that male's ratio is about 76% and female is about 54 to 56%. What is your projection about India's literacy rate in 2020? Now you can guess it. 2020 we are going on. What do you think? What will be the present situation? The literacy rate. You can find out of your state or different state of India or of the country. Even you can find out the literacy rate of male and female. In different states of India, the literacy rates are different. As we know that Kerala is the 100% literate state. The literacy rate is very high. And also other states of South India, their literacy rates are very high. But in few states like West Bengal, Orissa, Bihar, Jharkhand, the literacy rate is low in comparison to those states. So the 2020, what is your projection? That you can easily guess, you can find out the data, or you can use your brain, that where should it go? That is about our education sector. One activity is given there. Count the number of boys and girls studying in your school or in your neighboring co-ed schools. Ask the school administrator to provide you with the data of boys and girls. There is no need, but you can easily estimate. The data is given there. The literacy rate have increased from 18% in 51. Now it is 74%. Literacy is not only a right, it is also needed if the citizens are to perform their duties and enjoy their rights properly. However, a vast difference is noticed across different sections of the population. That is also a very important thing. Remember that. A vast difference of the population. Specific group of the people, they are ready to give the education to both the sections. Literacy among males is nearly 16.6% higher than females, and it is about 16.1% higher in urban area. So you will also find out the difference in urban area and rural area. That is also very common in our country. Literacy rates varied from 94% in Kerala to 62% in Bihar. The primary school system has expanded to over 8.58 lakhs in 2013-14. Unfortunately, this huge